Welcome to Tarot and Chill. My name's Nisha, and this is a pick a card reading to find out about the next chapter of your love story. I've got 8 groups for you to choose from today. Group 1 is the Apatite. Group 2 is the Tiger's Eye. Group 3 is the Yellow Aventurine. Group 4 is the Kunzite. Group 5 is the Clear Quartz. Group 6 is the Emerald. Group 7 is the Red Jasper. And finally, Group 8 is the Tree Agate. Please pause the video now if you need to take a moment to make your choice. Otherwise, I'll see you in your reading. All the timestamps will be in the description box below. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button below if you enjoy this reading, and leave me a comment to let me know how it resonates for you. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new here. I make a lot of content like this. And check out the information in the description box for personal readings, Patreon, PayPal for donations, Instagram and Twitter. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in your reading. This reading is for you if you chose the Apatite. Let's see what cards you have. From the Sacred Power reading cards, you have Truth. From the Universal Love healing cards, you have Inner Child. From the Black Moon Astrology cards, you have 10th House, the World. And Chiron Healing reversed. From the Ancestral Path Tarot, you have the 6 of Staves. From the Thoth Tarot, you have the 7 of Swords, Futility. From the In-Between Tarot, you have the 8 of Swords. And from the Tower of Sexual Magic, you have the Empress. I'm seeing there might be some inner child healing that needs to happen for you guys. And you might kind of need to be focused more on your own truth and relationships with others right now, like in order for you to proceed with relationships in a healthy way. You might need to kind of look at yourself deeper and work on your relationship with yourself. I'm seeing the next part of your love story might be a self-love chapter. It might be a chapter where you just work on your inner child. And I feel like you guys will be managing to do this during the next chapter. I feel like you guys will actually get somewhere. I feel like you guys are actually going to heal, but I feel like right now, currently, you're not yet. You might have had some really difficult experiences. Maybe when you were very young, maybe that have caused some attachment problems. Maybe that have caused you to have a hard time to kind of understand your own behaviors. And that might have made it hard to relate to other people. I'm seeing you guys might have run away from commitments. And you might still be doing that. You might be running away from... For some of you guys, I feel like there's someone you're very attracted to, someone you really like, but you might be afraid of the connection with them. You might kind of go towards them and then run from them out of fear, and I'm seeing this could be due to something from childhood that needs to be healed. But it does feel like there's some really good opportunities coming in, and they might be coming from work, coming from what you do on a day-to-day basis. And it feels like the time is right. The time is right for moving forwards. The time is right for you guys to heal yourselves. And I feel like the time is right for you guys to start feeling much better about yourselves. I feel like confidence has been a big issue for you. Self-esteem, confidence, maybe self-destructive tendencies. And not wanting to look in the mirror, not wanting to view yourself. Clearly not wanting to show others your true selves. But I feel like you are going to be working on those issues and getting a lot more confidence in the next chapter, and I feel like that will allow you to go out and meet more people. Go out and find what you're looking for. But yeah, there might be like a time-limited opportunity for you guys. There might be a really great opportunity with someone that comes in, but you might have to act fast to make it happen. And you might feel like you're tied up with something else and not able to move forwards with it. There might be a particular... Either I feel like if you guys are a feminine, then it's very much about you feeling better about yourselves and healing yourselves. But if you're a masculine, I feel like there might be a really like dream feminine, an opportunity with someone who's like your dream girl. But you might have to move forwards very quickly and have a lot of confidence to be able to make it yours, make this opportunity yours with this person. This can also apply if you're a feminine, but I feel like if you're a feminine, you might feel more like your time is running out. And that might make you feel very stressed at first. That might make you want to kind of avoid love at first. But I feel like you're going to get past any self-destructive tendencies, and I feel like you will heal yourselves. And I feel like some of you guys, you might be kind of preparing to become a parent. Like you might feel like your biological clock is ticking. And be kind of preparing yourselves to become mothers with the Empress being here. But I am seeing for some of you guys there is some stuff from your own childhood that you need to address before you can move forwards with those goals. And it feels like the time is now to do it. The time is now for you to really be able to own your own... I feel like your own person, your own body, to feel confident, to feel male or female, to feel confident, to feel good about yourselves, to feel attractive. Because there might be opportunities that you're missing due to either procrastinating and not acting on it fast enough, insecurity, self-doubt, just like avoiding communication with the person maybe, allowing yourself to be tied up with other things, maybe self-destructive tendencies. But yeah, I'm feeling like holding yourself back from opportunities due to confidence issues, and I feel like you're going to stop that. But it's going to be difficult. It's not like this is the moment where things change for you, like watching this reading and everything's going to be different from now. The next chapter is about you trying to heal so that you can move forwards and take these opportunities when they come. But I'm definitely seeing that if you are able to be honest with yourself and address anything that needs healing, and also if you're able to be honest with others, for some of you guys, either you or someone else might have been lying about something, or might be lying, and the truth might need to be revealed before things can move forwards again, and before there can be healing in the situation. So I'm seeing if that's the case, you'll get your truth so that you can heal and have more confidence and clear your mind from the stress of not knowing the truth, or from holding on to lies if you haven't expressed your truth to people. But yeah, for most of you, I do feel like it's more healing issues from your childhood, ready to kind of be a good partner and a parent, because it feels like it's time for that now. And it does feel like once you do the healing, I think things can move forwards very quickly. And I think during the next chapter, really good opportunities will come, and you just might have to work on yourself throughout the process of navigating the opportunities, if you know what I mean. And there might be some which you miss, some which you end up not taking. But I am seeing one in particular which is like really, really special for you guys coming up in the future, so that's something to look forwards to. I really hope you enjoyed that group 1. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button below if you did, and leave me a comment to let me know how it resonated for you. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new here. I make a lot of content like this. And check out the information in the description box for personal readings, PayPal for donations, Patreon, Instagram and Twitter. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye. This reading is for you if you chose the Tiger's Eye. Let's see what cards you have. From the Sacred Power reading cards, you have Illusion. From the Universal Love healing cards, you have Heaven on Earth. An Eternal Flame. From the Black Moon Astrology cards, you have 7th House, Partners. Then from the Ancestral Path Tarot, you have the Ace of Cups. From the Thoth Tarot, you have the Queen of Cups. From the In-Between Tarot, you have the 9 of Coins. And the Lovers. And then from the Tower of Sexual Magic, you have the 5 of Wands. And the Hermit. That is very, very interesting. The imagery on these two cards is very, very similar. Sorry if any of you guys are sensitive. It's slightly explicit imagery. I should have given a warning in advance. But in both of these cards, we can see people being intimate. In the background, there's a couple being intimate on both of these cards. And in the foreground, there is a man watching. And one of the cards, the man watching, is very sad. So I'm feeling like for some of you guys, not for everyone, but for some of you guys, you might be in a relationship with somebody. And I'm seeing there might be somebody who's very, very interested in you. Who feels very sad that they're not with you and that you're with someone else. Or it could be someone who really wants to be with your partner, for example. But I feel like it's more likely to be you. But yeah, for some of you guys, I'm seeing your partner might be a bit of a player, and you might feel like you're in this really amazing connection with them, but it might be a bit of an illusion. And it might be that this other person might know. For example, like if you're in a relationship, it might be one of your partner's friends. Your partner's friends might know that your partner gets up to no good behind your back, and they might really love you. They might want to treat you the way your partner's not treating you. But that's not for everyone. Please don't think your partner's cheating on you if that doesn't already seem to connect with your situation. I am seeing there's potential for new love. For some of you guys, I'm seeing its potential to start a very brand new relationship with someone to become your partner. And I'm feeling for some of you guys, this person in the background might be your ex who you've left behind, feeling very sad, watching you move on. I'm seeing for some of you guys, you might move from one relationship to another quite quickly. In the next chapter, you might be kind of trying to find the perfect partner, and you might have a lot of opportunities coming, and you might have to kind of filter through them and figure out who is right for you. And I do feel like an abundance of possibilities for you. And also you feeling very good alone. So this energy might be you kind of not sure. For some of you guys, you not sure if you want to be alone or want to be in a connection or not. You might have a connection with someone which feels very, very special and amazing. But there might be part of you that kind of wants to be alone. Maybe part of you that still wants to explore other options. And for some of you guys, I feel like you're in a relationship that's like a fantasy relationship to you, and you just might be thinking that it's like an illusion relationship. So there's a lot going on with this pile. I feel like there's a lot of different people situations watching, but I am feeling like there's an energy of a couple and like someone in the background who's maybe been left sad or wishes they were with somebody in the couple. And potential if you are in a relationship and if your partner seems really perfect, but you maybe are getting signs that they're not really, I feel like it might be that they're very good at pulling an illusion on you. But for most of you guys, I feel like it's more likely that you're finding this really wonderful new connection that feels like heaven on earth. and maybe leaving someone else sad. Maybe the other person was an illusion, the person you're leaving behind illusion to find something which is much more satisfying. Because to me, this combination of partners and eternal flame, the 7th house, it's very long-term relationship vibe. It's very solid relationship vibes. You guys also have the Lovers and the Ace of Cups and the Queen of Cups. So there's definitely a lot of love in your situation. For the minority of you, it might be that you think it's with one person and actually there's someone else who would give you more love than the person you're with currently. The person you're with might just be looking for sex, and there might be somebody else who wants to give you love. And then for others, I feel like you are leaving something that was maybe just about sex. But I feel like the person you're leaving is very sad now. If that's you and you've moved on from somebody to a new relationship. But yeah, there might be a lot of people to choose from for some of you guys. And I do feel like one of them will be pulling you. If that's the case, there'll be one that's like really strongly calling to you. And you might choose to enter into quite a significant commitment with this person. And you might surprise other people by doing that. Maybe you thought you never would settle down, especially if you're a masculine. I feel like if you're a masculine, I feel like you have had a lot of different people interested in you. And you maybe never thought you would settle for one person. So you might surprise other people around you by just not caring what anyone thinks and expressing your love for this one person. But I am seeing a sense of like this love forming and somebody else gets left lonely. For some of you guys, it might be that you enter into a connection and your best friend is like really lonely. For some of you guys, it could be that your best friend's in love with you and you're like forming a new relationship with someone and your best friend is sad. It's not for everyone. This reading's turned out a bit funny, so I hope you guys have been able to figure out which parts are for you and which parts to ignore. Overall, I feel like the next chapter is going to be very abundant emotionally for you. It feels like there are long-term relationships that will be very, very satisfying, both emotionally and sexually. And I feel like you'll also be getting to spend time alone, but for some of you guys, you might not have an easy time determining like how much time to spend alone and how much time to spend with your partner. You might struggle with the idea of getting into the connection. You might think it's an illusion. And some of you guys might want to stay alone. I'm seeing for some of you guys, you could be getting pregnant or creating a child within a relationship. And I do feel like there's a lot of love. Again, in this relationship, like it feels like if a child does come into the situation, it would be a lot of love. A lot of love, a very beautiful upbringing. And it feels like financially everything would be secure enough to do that as well. I feel like there's like loads of really small messages for different people in here. So sorry this one's turned out so weird. But yeah, I do feel like if you guys are single, then I feel like you have a lot of different options of people who you could be with. And you might have a couple of different relationships happening in the next chapter of your story. But you might find that some of the people you deal with are illusion and some of them are really, really solid. And yeah, there might be a kind of period where you may be with the wrong person for a bit and then someone else is watching you interested and wanting to reach out. There's definitely a lot of potential for new relationships to form if you are single. And if you are in a relationship, I feel like there's potential for someone else to be kind of overly interested in your relationship, if you know what I mean. For some of you guys, it could be a good thing if your partner's not the person you're meant to be with. For some of you guys, it could be a bad thing if you and your partner are happy and it's someone who's wanting to break you up, say. But yeah, if you are single, you might want to stay single and not enter into a relationship. It might cause you some time of having to think, but I do feel like the pull of this relationship will be very, very, very strong. It does feel like a soulmate connection. It feels like a very real connection with a lot of potential. So I really hope you enjoyed that group too. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button if you did, and leave me a comment to let me know how it resonated for you. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new here. I make a lot of content like this. And check out the information in the description box for personal readings, Patreon, PayPal for donations, Instagram and Twitter. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye. This reading is for you if you chose the yellow Aventurine. Let's see what cards you have. From the Sacred Power reading cards you have Compassion. From the Universal Love healing cards you have Balance. From the Black Moon Astrology cards you have Earth Element Stability. And 4th House Roots. Very nice. From the Ancestral Path Tarot you have the Ace of Staves. From the Thoth Tarot you have the Ace of Swords. Very nice. And the Wheel of Fortune. Wow. Then from the In-Between Tarot you have the 8 of Coins. And from the Tower of Sexual Magic you have the Knave of Swords. Well, this is very interesting. You guys have 2 aces and the Wheel of Fortune, so I'm seeing there's a lot of change coming up with regards to your love life. It feels like a new beginning that's much more stable, much more grounded, more balanced. I'm seeing if you are in a relationship, you and your partner will be having a lot more conversations that allow you to get to know each other better, that show understanding, that allow you to learn more about each other and be able to respond better to each other's needs, is what I'm seeing. I feel like you're really going to be there for your partner and your partner's really going to be there for you. And likewise, if you're single, this is a sort of relationship that's coming in for you. I feel like it will build slowly, this sort of relationship. It will take quite a while to grow. It will be a lot of hard work and a slow process. You guys might kind of tease each other for a long time, not have sex for a long time. But I feel like it will be good. It will be a very rooted, stable, solid, balanced, loving, kind connection. But for those of you guys who it is a new person and you're not already in this relationship, it is just an opportunity. And a lot of work is needed to be put in to make it solid. And I'm seeing that it will need to be solid before it can really take off. This kind of relationship. But it's, at the same time, like, it needs to have a lot of groundwork put in, but it feels like everything is kind of aligning for this to work. I feel like it will be quite easy for you guys to do the work to make this happen. And I feel like the main challenge will be not getting intimate too soon, not giving in to temptations. Because it is going to require hard work and commitment, this relationship, and likewise if you're in a relationship with somebody. For some of you guys, you might be tempted by somebody outside of your relationship and you need to just stay with the person you're already with. But for most of you, I feel like it's a new beginning with your partner where you have much more of an understanding of each other, and I feel like you guys will have more passion, as well as more of this emotional connection and intellectual connection. I feel like that will increase the passion between you and will make the sex a lot better. And also feel like teasing each other more and kind of withholding the sex for longer in between will kind of increase the passion and allow more time for you to have conversations and really build this bond. But whether or not you're in a relationship already, I do feel like the next relationship coming in for you guys is much more serious and rooted than the previous ones. And if it is your current relationship, then it's going to be more rooted and secure and For some of you guys, you might be getting a house with your partner. If you guys have already been together for a long time. And I do feel like you're just learning your partner's needs more. And that will create a lot more stability just by you knowing how to react to each other, how not to upset each other, how to deal with each other when you are sad or having a hard time, how to be more compassionate to each other. I feel like if you're waiting for communication from somebody, I definitely see that coming. And I feel like a lot of communication, if you are single, like there'll be a lot of potential partners. And I feel like you may have to wait for the secure one. But it feels like you will be blessed with somebody very special. Fate is aligning for you guys to have this relationship be built in a very, very secure way, whether or not you're already in it. And it feels like a kind of fresh start. Again, whether you're single or in a relationship where you can aim towards what you most want and do things the very right way, do things the best way, do things the ideal way. And I do strongly feel like abstaining from sex for some of you guys to build the other elements of the relationship first, to build the sense of understanding, compassion, harmony. And I think things are going to go really, really well for you the next stage of your love life. It feels like your partner's very in tune with you. Or the people you meet and want to connect with, I feel like you'll find someone very in tune with you who really balances you out. And yeah, you might have to put a lot of work into this connection to make it last. I think it's going to take a long time. And for some of you guys, you might need to kind of clear the air with your partner. You might need to have some difficult conversations before this new beginning can happen. You might have to have like an argument to clear the air and have a little cry and then move forwards and start building again. But yeah, for those of you who are single, it looks really, really exciting. And I feel like it will be slow, but you're still going to find it exciting growing this relationship really slowly. So I really hope you enjoyed that group 3. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button below if you did. And leave me a comment to let me know how it resonated for you. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new here. I make a lot of content like this. And check out the information in the description box for personal readings, PayPal for donations, Patreon, Instagram and Twitter. Thank you so much for watching and I hope to see you again soon. Bye. This reading is for you if you chose the Kunzite. Let's see what cards you have. From the Sacred Power reading cards, you have Divine Consciousness. From the Universal Love healing cards, you have Transmutation. From the Black Moon Astrology cards, you have Lunar Eclipse, Change. From the Ancestral Path Tarot, you have the Ten of Staves. From the Thoth Tarot, you have the Chariot. From the In-Between Tarot, you have the Sun. And the Seven of Cups. And then from the Tower of Sexual Magic, you have the Five of Pentacles. I feel like you guys might have been like so busy with work that you haven't really been nurturing your love life. For some of you guys, I feel like you might have a family with someone already. And yeah, I'll go more into that possibility later. But for those of you guys who have been really focused on work, so I feel like that's most of you, it feels like Spirit's kind of choosing you. Spirit's kind of getting involved in your love life to make sure that things go well. It feels like Spirit has a plan for you to make change in your life, to give you romance. And I feel like you won't expect it, you won't see it coming, you're just going to be in quite a dark place on your own. And it's going to be there like this beautiful little light waiting for you. And I also feel like Spirit's kind of transforming you right now from within. to ready you for this relationship, to ready you to be more focused on love. And to go back to if you do have a family already, if you already have like a committed relationship, I feel like Spirit wants to give you a break from some of the more stressful things to allow you again to have this transformation within, to give you more confidence, to let there be more romance in your situation. Your situation might be just you guys both being focused on responsibilities, work, taking care of children, taking care of the house. And I feel like Spirit wants to give you a break. If you're single, it's the same thing. Like Spirit wants to give you a break, to give you some romance. And you guys might not be kind of seeking it yourself because you might be so busy with your career goals. And then for some of you, I feel like you might be really focused on trying to find someone. And I feel like Spirit wants to take over. Spirit wants you to focus on transforming you, making changes within your life. Because I feel like if you are looking for someone and you've been really trying to find someone, you might have been like chasing the wrong kind of people. You might have had loads of different options and not really sure who was right. You might have been kind of just having fun with the wrong kind of people. And I feel like Spirit is trying to stop you from doing that. Spirit wants to protect you from that and just give you somebody special who will be with you through sickness and in health. Someone who will really spoil you romantically. I'm feeling the energy of someone like wanting to serenade you and kiss you passionately and just spoil you, take you away from the world to be with you. You and them against the world kind of energy. But yeah, it does feel like you guys have been trying to do everything yourself, trying to struggle on your own. And it feels like you don't really have a choice at the moment. Your work or your responsibilities might be quite heavy. And you might not be able to let go. So I do feel like it's very divine. It's like a divine intervention to give you a break, to be able to be happy. And I do feel the inner transformation will be even more special than the relationship and the opportunity that you find. I think the inner transformation is going to make you feel so much more confident and good about yourself. It's like you're coming into the light, I'm seeing, from a dark time where you were just really focused on work and responsibilities and boring stuff. Maybe feeling left out in the cold. And it feels like things are really changing for you. Some of you guys, you might have like too many different people, and Spirit might have chosen somebody for you out of the people you have. Spirit might be presenting you with one really special person. And this person might really transform you to make you not want to be chasing so many people, or just to make you see them as the one and as the person you want to be with through sickness and in health. But yeah, I'm seeing there's some inner transformation that needs to happen. And I see that it's being guided by Spirit. And you guys don't really have to try so hard with it, but I do feel like if you have any ways that you do want to change, to be more of a light and come out of any dark times that you've been in, I feel like that will really help. But I do feel like the sun is coming up for you guys on your situation. And it is going to lead to a lot of change. It is going to lead to transformation. And I feel like you'll be less focused on work in the future and more focused on relationships and romance. And it might be a little bit distracting at times, but I feel like you're being given a break from work so that you can have this little distracting period where you're focused on love. It's like the break and the time off is the gift from Spirit, and then this person coming in will be a gift. Or the partner that you already have, getting to spend more time with them if you're already with somebody. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed that group 4. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button if you did, and leave me a comment to let me know how it resonated for you. Don't forget to subscribe, I make a lot of content like this. And check out the information in the description box for personal readings, Patreon, PayPal for donations, Instagram and Twitter. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye. This reading is for you if you chose the clear quartz. Let's see what cards you have. From the Sacred Power reading cards, you have protection. From the Universal Love healing cards, you have birth. From the Black Moon astrology cards, you have Aquarius, I know. From the Ancestral Path Tarot, you have the 8 of Staves. From the Thoth Tarot, you have the 6 of Cups, pleasure. And the 10 of Cups, satiety. It's very nice. And from the In-Between Tarot, you have the Chariot. And from the Tower of Sexual Magic, you have the 6 of Cups. Wow, so you have the 6 of Cups twice. I do feel for some of you guys this could be about a pregnancy, with birth being here and we have the 6 of Cups twice, or the birth of a child. And I feel like you will really feel a sense of wanting to step up and be there and do a good job, if that's you. And if you do find out, like if you find out you're going to be a mother or a father, it might spur you into action to have to make your home ready for a child, make your life ready for a child. Prepare yourself mentally. But I'm feeling for some of you guys, this is not about a child, it's more about somebody from the past who you're missing. With the 6 of Cups being here twice, the 6 of Cups is often about reminiscing and memories. Something from the past returning. And I feel like if that's the case, this person's going to come in very quickly, and they're going to come in like a knight of shining armor. And they might apologize. I'm seeing they might do something really big. With the 10 of Cups and the 8 of Wands and birth here in Aquarius, they might be planning something, like a grand gesture. And you might be currently really just missing this person and feeling very sad and remembering a lot of things, and they might be really trying to prepare for what they're going to do. But yeah, I do feel like there's a sense of knowing, like you guys might know which way this is going to apply for you. You might kind of have a feeling, you might have a feeling that this person is going to come back and try again. Or you might have a feeling that there is an impending pregnancy coming. You might already be feeling kind of pushed to prepare yourself. Some of you guys, you might really want to start a family. And you might be moving forwards with somebody to do that. You might be planning to start a family. And feeling like it's the right time, feeling very guided. I am seeing with whatever relationship you're involved with, the next chapter is very secure and harmonious. I'm seeing the person you're dealing with, or maybe you're single currently and there's someone coming in like a knight in shining armor. But whoever you're dealing with, whether it's somebody you're currently dealing with or somebody who comes in the future, including it could be a baby, I'm seeing just a lot of happiness and calm and comfort. And for some of you guys, you might not be focused on romance at all, but you might be focused on your existing children and your existing family. And you might have some things from the past that you're just trying to get over. It might not be someone from the past coming back, but just memories that you're dealing with. And I do feel like you guys might have a sense of what's coming already. Like a kind of prediction for yourself already that's quite accurate. I feel like you might have been getting some downloads about what's coming already. But definitely new beginning energy, and very positive new beginning, and a potential for a lot to happen in a short period of time, for things to move forwards very quickly. for really good news to come in quickly. I feel like for a lot of potential partners to come in quickly if you're single, and for one person to really shine, really stand out, someone really determined to make a good impression. Yeah, you might have someone from your past who's like really determined to come back, I'm seeing, and maybe they won't quit until they do win their way back into your heart. They might have loads of ideas of things to try. And I feel like there's going to be a lot of communication coming in, and a lot of it will be very heartwarming, very sweet. Some of it might be apologies, forgiveness, messages of love. And I do see just a lot of contentment and happiness with whatever happens, guys. So I really hope you enjoyed that. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button if you did. And leave me a comment to let me know how it resonated for you. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new here. I make a lot of content like this. And check out the information in the description box for personal readings, Patreon, PayPal for donations, Instagram and Twitter. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye. This reading is for you who chose the emerald. Let's see what cards you have. From the Sacred Power reading cards, you have Rest. From the Universal Love healing cards, you have Divine Guidance. From the Black Moon Astrology cards, you have Aries, I Am. From the Ancestral Path Tarot, you have the Queen of Staves and the Three of Staves. From the Thoth Tarot, you have the Knight of Discs. From the In-Between Tarot, you have the Knight of Coins. Very interesting. And from the Tower of Sexual Magic, you have the Seven of Pentacles. I'm feeling a very chill, comfy kind of period coming up. If you're with somebody, I feel like you guys will be having fun and resting together. Getting to spend a lot of time at home, cuddled up together. It also seems like you guys both have a lot of work on separately. You and your person, and things to be focused on, like a lot of work going on. So it might be that when you do get to spend time together, you just want to chill. But then for some of you guys, I feel like you're single and you might kind of need a rest right now, but it might be that soon it's going to be time for you to kind of get out there and meet people, and there might be a couple of options coming in for you and you might have to take time. I'm seeing you might have to wait a while for the right person to come in, because there might be one person who's really determined to like be with you. But I'm seeing it might be quite slow. It might be slow with that person. So if you do want to be with that person, I'm seeing you will have to be very determined. It might be you who's very determined to be with somebody. But I'm also seeing that if this person's not the right option for you, if you wait, there'll be somebody else who comes along. It's a case of waiting for the right person. If you're single, waiting for the person who really shows you that they're trustworthy. And it feels like you can kind of rest until they come and trust the guidance you receive. If you are in a relationship, you guys might go traveling together. You might just want to take a break from your work at some point, because you might have been really, really focused on work and not getting to spend much quality time. Except maybe at home, like sleeping, maybe just going to bed is the only time you get to spend together. So I'm seeing you guys might want to plan a holiday, maybe for when things are more clear in the world, I want to say. Depending on when you're watching this, obviously. But yeah, with the double Knight of Coins, it does feel like the energy of stability and comfort, and it might be a bit boring. If you're single, I feel like you're just going to be working and chilling and kind of waiting for the right person to come in. And there might be somebody who you're talking to, but it's just moving very, very slowly. Or somebody who you are creating a relationship with and very determined to be with, but again, moving very slow. But yeah, I do feel like there might be somebody who's like really determined on having a future with you, and they might have a lot of plans. for you both. And I feel like you don't have to do much with rest here. It's like you can just trust your own guidance. Because it feels like the other person's very determined if it's not you. I'm seeing, if you're a feminine, you might be feeling a lot more confident in yourself, especially if you are single. And I feel like that will allow you to wait for the right partner and like kind of allow people to prove themselves to you a little bit. To make sure it's right. Because I feel like you'll want to be comfortable with somebody. You want somebody you can really connect with and be safe with. You might be moving in with your partner if you've been in a relationship that's been going on for a long time but maybe moving very slowly. You guys might move in together. And it might take a lot of effort to make it happen, but I feel like either you or your person's very determined to do it. And it might require assistance from family members and stuff. But then for some of you guys, I feel like you're very independent alone. For some of you guys, you might get the opportunity to like move in with your partner's family, and maybe that might be difficult for you because you're used to being alone and independent. In general, I feel like the next chapter is quite straightforward. Like you get a lot of chill time with your person, or to kind of wait for the right people to come. And it feels like there's a lot of work to be done. There's a lot of commitment in the situation, whether you're committed to finding the right partner, committed to gaining your own confidence, or whether you are in a committed relationship. But it feels like that's not going anywhere. And it feels like you guys are making plans for the future, either alone or with your person. And yeah, potentially even moving in, because you guys might be so busy with work that the only time you can spend with your person is when you go to sleep at night. So if that's the case, then you guys might have to live together in order to spend time at all. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed that group 6. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button below if you did, and leave me a comment to let me know how it resonated for you. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new here. I make a lot of content like this. And check out the information in the description box for personal readings, Patreon, PayPal for donations, Instagram and Twitter. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye. This reading is for you if you chose the red Jasper. Let's see what cards you have. From the Sacred Power reading cards, you have Sacred Wisdom. From the Universal Love Healing cards, you have Moon Tree. From the Black Moon Astrology cards, you have Jupiter Return, Benefits. From the Ancestral Path Tarot, you have the Five of Cups and the Tower. From the Thoth Tarot, you have the Knight of Swords. Oh wow, from the In-Between Tarot you have the Tower, so double Tower. And then from the Tarot of Sexual Magic you have the Four of Wands and the Two of Swords. Some of you guys, you might be in a kind of friends with benefits situation with somebody, and it might kind of collapse, it might go wrong. It might be that maybe one of you starts seeing somebody else and the other one gets disappointed. Maybe one of you had deeper feelings than the other one did. But that's not for everyone. For some of you guys, I feel like you might be in a relationship that's kind of crashing down, and maybe somebody cheated and you might get a lot of information. Maybe this happened in the past and you're getting information about it. And it's like a double shock with the double Tower. And then the Knight of Swords in between, which is like a lot of information coming. It can be arguments, it can be communication. So I feel like maybe you find some information out about somebody. Well, there's some kind of shock or disappointment, and then there might be words exchanged that leads to even more shock and change. But for some of you guys, I feel like you're the one who's got the other opportunity and you're leaving somebody else. And you might yeah, I feel like you're kind of doing what's best for you, and there's a very pure connection happening. But there also seems like a kind of tempting connection. Or somebody trying to seduce, somebody trying to tempt somebody. But I feel like you guys, you have a very powerful intuition, and you're getting a lot of messages about this already, and it's very important for you to listen to your own intuition, especially with this reading, to know which bits are for you and which are not for you. But you have a sense of luck with Jupiter return here. So even though you have the Tower twice, with the Four of Wands, I do feel like things might go in your favor somehow with it. Because if there was somebody cheating on you, I feel like it's good if you get to find out the truth about them. And I feel like you're not going to be the one who's sad about it at the end of the day. I feel like you'll be able to find somebody else quite easily. You might have a friend who's interested in you, who can kind of take your mind off your ex by just maybe taking you on a date or something. And yeah, it might be that you break up with one person and then loads of new people realize that you're single, and you realize how many other people like you. And maybe you've been like hung up on somebody else for ages, feeling really sad, and now you get to feel happy, get to connect with people who you feel at home with. Who you won't have that like disappointing sad connection with. But yeah, for some of you guys, if you are currently feeling like you're in a really stable connection, but maybe your intuition's telling you that something's going on under the surface, you might get some information about that in the reality soon that causes things to change a lot. And there might be some arguments. There might be a lot of anger about the situation, especially if somebody was unfaithful. If there was a third-party situation. I'm seeing you guys might just need to heal from a past situation like this. Make a lot of changes within your own heart, your own mind, the way you think, in order for you to find a more harmonious connection. And I feel like being very cautious for the next chapter as a result of this information that you're going to be finding out and these changes that happen. I feel like you'll want to be cautious. But yeah, I'm seeing a lot of communication and information coming. And for some of you guys, I feel like there's good surprises coming and bad surprises. So just really tune into your intuition as much as you can, because it feels like you are getting messages about this stuff. And I do feel like you are quite lucky. So I feel like if something does kind of go wrong, it's to protect you from something that would have been worse. And it feels like you're being given the truth and being given an opportunity to move forwards away from bad situations. It's like evidence in your material, physical world of what you're already intuitively seeing. And that could be in a good way for some of you guys. Like, it could be that you kind of pick up on the fact that maybe someone's interested in you, but they're just being a bit cautious. And that might turn out to be true. Like, they might really shock you when they show interest in you. Especially if it comes right after you're healing from a situation where someone treated you badly. I feel like that would be doubly as shocking. But yeah, I hope you guys are able to distinguish which part of that reading was for you and which parts were not for you. And I hope it did resonate somehow. Please feel free to pick another group if it didn't. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave me a thumbs up button below if you did enjoy this. And let me know how it resonated for you. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new here. I make a lot of content like this. And check out the information in the description box for personal readings, Patreon, PayPal for donations, Instagram and Twitter. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye. This reading is for you if you chose the tree Agate. Let's see what cards you have. From the Sacred Power reading cards, you have Personal Power. From the Universal Love healing cards, you have Trilogy of Light. From the Black Moon astrology cards, you have Mercury, Mind. From the Ancestral Path Tarot, you have the Four of Sacred Circles. From the Thoth Tarot, you have the Fool. From the In-Between Tarot, you have the Queen of Cups. And from the Tower of Sexual Magic, you have the Knight of Pentacles. Wow. Well, what I'm seeing is you guys are very much focused on yourself and not really wanting people around you, trying to block other people from being around you, just kind of taking time alone at home, in your own zone, daydreaming, being with your own mind, your own thoughts, providing light for yourself, not needing anyone else, I'm seeing. But what I'm seeing is in the next chapter, somebody's going to really pursue you. They're going to like just pop up on you, and I feel like they won't let you go. They won't let you pass the opportunity up, and I feel like you won't want to, because this person's really, first of all, they're gorgeous. Second of all, they're really kind, they're really sweet. Thirdly, they're very charming. They're very funny. And because of this determination, they just won't give up on you. They're going to keep trying. Keep trying. Keep trying to find ways in. And they're very, very smart as well. So they will find a way in. And this is somebody very light. They're somebody very good. And it's not like they're a player. They're not a player. This is somebody who's like a family person. I feel like they really just want a family with you. They're the sort of person who, like, they know what they're looking for, and once they see it, they're not looking for it anywhere else. And I feel like they see it in you once they meet you, and then they won't take their eyes off you. They'll be very fixed on you. And I feel like it's somebody very new, like you'll have not met them before they come in. And you might be starting a kind of new chapter where you're quite alone. You might not have many people around you. You might really just be taking time to meditate and start new things in your life, to explore your new ideas, your new passions. And then I feel like you'll start to meet new people and communicate with new people. And this, it might be via what you're doing personally. It might not be with the intention for romance, but I feel like you won't be able to pass up the opportunity with this person. If you are in a relationship already, I feel like you guys might have been just focused on yourselves. Same way, but your partner might be doing more to kind of try and get you to pay more attention to them. And your partner might have had a like glow up. And they might come in looking really, really fine, really, really determined to woo you. And create a new beginning with you, to create more light in the situation with you. What else am I seeing? This one's quite straightforward. I do feel like there's fresh energy, whether you're in a relationship or single. It feels like there's very fresh energy, but I do feel like most of you guys watching are completely single. And probably quite enjoying it. Maybe just watching this reading out of boredom. But I feel like this person coming in, you're going to really fall in love with, and they're really falling in love with you. They will fall in love with you. For some of you guys, you might already have this person kind of in your sphere of awareness. They might be starting to notice you already. And you might just not be noticing them because you're so self-focused. You're focused on your own thing. And it feels like you guys are making something happen in your life right now. And I feel like this person will come in at the right moment. And it does feel like there's a lot of blessings coming in for you guys. And I am seeing if you do go with this person, I feel like you will end up having a family with this person and being with this person and being in a secure connection with this person. I don't think they'll give up on you. I think they are very committed. They're not a charmer. They're somebody who wants to be in a relationship, a stable relationship, married, a mother, a father, a husband, a wife. And yeah, I feel like they're they will be, or they are already very, very attracted to you, and you will be very, very attracted to them. And I feel like they'll really kind of help you with your own personal goals, so I feel like you will eventually want to let this person in, even if you are reluctant at first. But I really hope you enjoyed that group 8. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button below if you did, and leave me a comment to let me know how it resonated for you. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new here. I make a lot of content like this. And check out the information in the description box for personal readings, Patreon, PayPal for donations, Instagram and Twitter. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.